Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our first ever Monday Musings of the wedding world. We're here to answer your questions that you have about weddings and wedding planning, and it's absolutely anything. Every week, we'll be answering questions and discussing all things wedding related. And this one's pre recorded, so we can have a head start on the question and the topics from our audience, which is you lot that are watching. Tonight, we're going to be introducing ourselves, who we are, where we fit into the wedding world, and what we bring to your big day. So, I'm going to start in a wee second, and you're going to hear from Zadie, our resident celebrant, Sarah, our premier event planner and floral designer, Heather, leading the wedding decor event services, and Claire, who's the celebration and champagne director of Decadence. So, for me, our future musings as well. Can you send in questions or topics that you'd like us to talk about, either directly to one of us as a DM or comment in this below here, and we'll pick them up and we'll answer them in the following weeks. So kick it off with myself, and then I'll pass you around the team. So I host Kayleys for any certification, so weddings, obviously, but also birthday parties, corporate events, festivals, even wakes, anything. What's a ceilidh, I hear you ask? Well, it's a non-formal traditional dancing. It's ideal if the thought of a disco really makes you cringe for your big day. And folk who book me describe my style as fun, social, and inclusive. When you think of any style of social dancing, not just ceilidhs, you might think of ladies and gentlemen, or ladies on one side, gentlemen on the other. I don't do that at all. I use lions and penguins, which kicks off the hilarity. My ceilidhs are Scottish style, so think Fast and Furious with a wee bit of a contemporary twist. Couples who book me want something social, but they usually cringe also at the thought of a first dance. And despite my Highland accent, I've been in the East Midlands for about 20 years. Although I do cover the whole of the UK, including the Channel Islands, and I get back up the road a few times a year for weddings as well. I've done ceilidhs in all sorts of venues. So if you think like Edinburgh Castle, London Zoo, right the way through for beer festivals, garden parties, and cosy wee village halls. So that's enough about me. Zadie, I'm going to pass on to you now, and you can tell us all about your world.
Thanks, Shiggy. Yes, hi, I'm Zadie. I'm a celebrant, so I get to marry people, which is very, very fun and cool. I love being part of a couple special day. And how that works is you work with me as a couple to tell me all about yourselves and your relationship and your loved ones, your values. And I take all that information whilst we're having a giggle together over a cup of something, whether it be fizz or a cup of tea. I'm not fussy. And then I take it and put it into a bespoke script for you for your wedding day. So there's no template, there's nothing the same as anyone else. Gone are the days of, boring wedding ceremonies that you have to sit through. It's the same one that you've been to 5 times that year, for something personalized, unique, and a bit of fun, really. I think it's really important to bring in the romantic style if that's who you are, but also if you're fun and your style as a couple is very high banter, then let's bring that into your ceremony. It's supposed to be about you, for you. And my ideal couple is someone typically who is fun, modern, likes to do things a little bit differently, and who just likes to have a laugh and enjoy themselves a little bit more, not take life too seriously. So that's enough about me. I will now pass on to Sarah.
Thank you, Zadie. I'm Sarah. I am a wedding and event stylist and florist, the owner of VIP Functions and Flowers, based in Redditch in Worcestershire, and we've been running since 2008, so 17 years. So we specialise in full venue dressing, from bridal bouquets and buttonholes, ceremony styling, right through to the wedding breakfast and to the evening. And we're always looking for something new products. And it's really nice when we get a couple who really want to put their stamp on their wedding and go with a theme or something that they can carry through. So I always encourage them to find something that's personal to them. We've had all sorts of things like favourite footballers, favourite sweets, countries they visited, but we're always looking for something that we haven't seen before, because as you can imagine, with all the weddings that we do see the same things over and over again sometimes. So for us, we're looking for something exciting for you and your guests just as much as you are. We do corporate events and stuff as well, so balloon arches and full banqueting promotions as well. And in 2025, I'm really looking forward to getting into some new venues, venues we haven't been to before, and new venues to the industry, and getting some new products as well. It's always really exciting to have a new product and get it out there as soon as we can so that people can enjoy it. We'd love to see it all being shared on socials as well. Yeah, so that's me, and I'm now going to hand over to Heather.
Hi everyone, I'm Heather from Make Believe Events. I am based in Scotland, in Glasgow, and we cover all of Scotland with different kind of items for your wedding and events. So that can be archways, lighting installations, it can be centerpieces, backdrops, and that's my main business. But I'm never kind of quite content without having a bit of a challenge on my hands. So I do have two other companies as well. One is a teepee company called Below Canvas, which does giant teepees. So we're not talking small teepees for the kids to sleep in. We're talking the massive ones that you can hold events for up to 250 people in. So I get my hands dirty on site putting those up in the summer, which is really great to spend all the time outside in the wonderful Scottish countryside. And this year, well, it was just the tail end of last year, but we're going to say it started this year. I also got a wedding venue. So it is a brand new wedding venue in Ayrshire in Scotland, and it's a huge new challenge. So as much as I've been 16 years, this is now my new challenge that's keeping me very, very busy. And that's everything I kind of seem to be doing at the moment seems to be around about that, but it's super exciting.
Heather's frozen there, so unless we get her back. Claire, do you want to carry on?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was my internet actually, but I seem to be.
I think it might be Heather's.
What's an online event without a bit of tech issues, right?
I know, right? We love the tech. So, hi everybody, I'm Claire from Decadence, the owner of the most unique and unusual venue in the UK. We are a truly one-of-a-kind venue with a vintage double-deck bar as the centrepiece to a circular marquee with space for dining, dancing, and of course, drinking. We got into the wedding venue, into a wedding venue about 10 years ago. I've got another business too that works in outdoor events and has converted vehicles. And as some of you may have seen on my own business socials, we bought the venue after drinking too much champagne and going to a party in the venue, which was not necessarily the greatest business plan in the world, but I'm so glad I did drink too much champagne that night and buy a wedding venue. So my background, say, is in events, marketing, PR, but coming into weddings specifically 10 years ago, I just fell in love with the concept of being able to do something different. And I think the wedding industry for so many years was so shut in a box that you went to the local hotel or local social club down the road, and it was all very, very, very similar. It was a formula that was churned out by every company in every different way. And now I think the great thing about the industry and what I'm looking forward to this year is how much more that alternative, unique, different style of weddings are really growing and growing. Now, I'm going to tell you also a little bit about how we all met. So some of you who may be industry people may be aware of an industry guru called Kelly Mortimer, who works closely with Oscar, her associate coach, in a group called The Next Level. Now, as industry professionals, many of us join this. It's training. It's great. You get to network. You get to work with other companies that have your same standards and the same ambition to grow and to achieve like we all do. And a couple of months back, it feels like a couple of months ago, it was about a month ago, the five of us were at a networking lunch held by Kelly in the Intercontinental Hotel on Park Lane. And it was a wonderful lunch, great networking, great to meet with so many different businesses. But a few of us carried on the party and headed out into town for a couple of drinks. And through a complete organic conversation of chatting about the love of our business, because I can tell you, we bore our friends and family all the time with the wedding industry, because we're all so passionate about what we do. We love talking about it. And you'll find if we're all in the wedding industry, we can't stop talking about it. So it was a great afternoon. There may be one or two glasses of Prosecco and that were had. And through those conversations, we came together and said, wouldn't it be great if we got together, chatted all about weddings, and actually went to be able to help people? Because we know in our individual businesses, when people start planning a wedding, they have no idea what they're doing. And don't get me wrong, you shouldn't, right? I wouldn't know the first thing about what to do if I walked into a school and had to teach a class full of children. Being a teacher would be my worst nightmare. Actually, lots of my clients are teachers. I find that quite strange. But what I would say is that's how we came together, through a pure love of what we do, wanting to help people, wanting to share our knowledge and advice, and generally just muse on the world of weddings every Monday.
Yep, totally agree. Heather got cut off there, so she's back now. So I think you were talking about your new venue before you lost signal. So do you want to just tell us a wee bit more about your new venue?
I do not know if my internet's going to catch up, so maybe not. Maybe we'll save me for another time.
Fair enough. Fair enough. 2025 then, what's everyone else looking forward to? What have you got planned?
Oh, I might have something really exciting to announce, but I can't announce it yet because it's not been agreed.
That's
so I'm just going to set some expectation. Now, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I might have something quite exciting to announce. But yeah, I just think for me that it's definitely the way the industry's going, that there's so much more choice out there for people. And as wedding vendors we've all been going a long time now in the industry, that we're not scared about that, because the more choice for our couples, the better there is. We're all offering a completely different service. And that's all, even if you're florists, if you're venues, if you're entertainment, we all bring something different to the table, even if we're supplying the same product. And I think that those suppliers who are frightened by that should embrace it, like we all are, working together. And I think it's a great growth of the industry that people can actually have weddings that are far more representative of who they are and what they want their day to be.
Yeah, I totally get that. I've seen that in a lot of the wedding fairs that I've been attending in the last sort of wee while. And even in the last couple of years, I've done a lot of weddings in farms and stables and riding centres and stuff like that. And as a result of that, I'm at the equine show at the beginning of March in the NEC in Birmingham. So I'm really excited for that. And they don't have anything like me there at all. No saddles. No horses, it's just getting up and dancing. So we'll have a few flash mob Kayleys in one of those halls at some point over the 2 days.
Love that. Make sure you get lots of social media content from that as well.
Yeah, I will.
Amazing.
Definitely. I've wrote my son in as well to put his kilt on and come and help me, because I was there just having a wander around a couple of years ago. I think it was their first one and it was mob busy. So I'm really looking forward to that.
A family affair. Love it.
Absolutely. It's my older son, not the 10-year-old. So
no child labour will take place at this show.
No, I've tried to pump them out as page boys and stuff before, and almost got away with it. I got caught by my wife, and she said no. So
at least there's one sensible one with you.
That's it. Right. Anybody got anything else they want to share before we wrap it up? No.
Just really excited for all of this, and just I think, yeah, please send in your questions. As Shuggy said at the beginning, we're really excited to share our knowledge, but also to hear from you guys who might be listening, what you want us to talk about.
Absolutely. So this one's recorded.
Any page boys that you might be short of, Shuggy can hook you up with a page boy.
New business idea for Shuggy in 2025.
I've got a picture of them. It was a wedding that we were invited to, and they're in there. So one was, I think, 6 and 8 at the time, and they've got their kilts on and that Jacobite shirts and stuff like that, and there's a Carlsberg advert over their heads. It's like just comedy timing.
Can't write.
So here we go. Your solutions to everything, your every wedding question, need, and desire.
That's it. Absolutely. Bagpipers, page boys, glitter bars, a whole lot.
Imagine the website.
I know. Right, that's it from us. So we're going to come back next Monday, the 24th of February at 7:30, where we'll be picking up on the questions that you've already sent in. By that point, share some of our top tips for couples got recently engaged, and what do you need to do now? Right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.